Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Watch of REALMS video. So we are on the 3-to-play account, the account where you can only use 3 legendaries except for Volca, and I've done a pretty fun achievement. Even though there's been quite a few days where I was a little bit busy with moving into the new house. I'm currently at the new house, so I'm sorry if the volume might not be perfect or whatever. I'm still, tweaking things through. But we are currently on day number, what's this? I think it's day number 10. Yeah, so I'm quite sure I could have done it like 2-3 days earlier. But I want to show you a fun team that I came up with that, I had to build for the sake of beating Gear Raid 1, right? So this is kind of like the Gear Raid where it's really important for getting your account pushed to the next level, because it gives you the gear for the left side, right? The weapons and the chest plates. And I was kind of stuck on stage 12, right? It was annoying, it was hard. My Voltus was not quite enough. Idro wasn't doing quite enough. So I had to build somebody in order to push me to the next level. And actually that somebody, or that somebody that I decided to build were 2 rares, right? It was unexpected, but I managed to beat 13 and 14 with those 2 rares. I guess let me just disable Power of Dominance. Hopefully I managed to do it again, because obviously I beat it for the first time. It might be a bit of RNG, but the team that I'm using, or the rares that I'm using, are going to be these 2, right? So first one is going to be Gongpa, which is actually amazing at doing AoE damage, because if we look at my account, that's what I was kind of lacking, right? I do have AI, but she's not quite the same. Rhea and Idro really good in there, but not the best for Gear Raid 1. So I decided to build Gongpa for the sake of that fight. Not only that, I also built Drogo, which I'm using for Gear Raid 3, which again, this one's gonna be in a different video once, I show you the Gear Raid 3, but Drogo is another amazing one that can do some insane AoE damage, and he's the one that I also used as a damage dealer. Apart from that, the ones that I actually need, so to speak, in this team are gonna be like Dolores and Autumn. They help because they boost my damage dealers. Then I'm using Mari because everybody gets Mari. She's good in there to put that, vulnerability, to do some freezes. Voltas is just a random one. He's not 6-star yet, so he's not doing quite enough. Maybe if I didn't 6-star, Voltas could work, but you know what? I didn't think he was as good, honestly, with his damage as Gongba, so I didn't 6-star. I went with Gongba. Then I also used Laurel, which is, I managed to pull this just before this weekend where we had the 10 times on her. She's just in there to be placed and removed to boost the rage of everybody. And then obviously Vortex as a healer, and also Lily as a second healer. But you know what? The 2 healers can be whoever is your best 2 healers. Now let's go in there and let me show you exactly the way that this fight goes. So look at the placements, because they're really important. I go with Gongpa over here because he's a little bit squishier, and I don't want him to be really close over there, because if I place him in front, when the catapults come, they hit so hard and they can just one-shot him, and obviously I want him to survive. I don't want him to die, so that's why I leave it. And then I put, you see the placement, Dolores over here, and then also Autumn over here. It has my spot covered over here, but then there's also this spot in the middle, which again covered by Dolores and Autumn. That's where I put Drogo. Now the reason why I'm doing it like this is because this spot over here, I want to place Laurel, as she only boosts the rage of people around her, right? When you despawn her. So if you place her over here in this corner, only the 3 people around her are going to be dispelled. Now I'm going to pop them, because you see Gongpa has the ultimate radiant. Look at the damage that he does. Then Mari goes down here, but look at the damage that Gongpa actually does. I'm also popping Drogo. Look at Drogo's damage. This one looks pretty nice. Now, you see I can pop, what's her name, Laurel, then remove her, and I put Lily on this side, because when the catapults hit, my Mari is not covered by Vortex. So Lily heals Mari, but also the 3 in front over here. Now you're gonna see again, as soon as I have them, I pop them ultimates again for everybody, and it's pretty much that's what I'm doing, rinse and repeat. In the meantime, I could also pop Voltas at the top to help with a little bit of more damage, but then I'm gonna remove him once my Laurel is ready. Also I have the freeze, so I'm using the freeze over there. You see that my Lily is not quite well built, so she might die in a bit, but it's not that important. As long as nobody on this side is going to die, we are going to be okay. Now I'm gonna remove Voltas because Laurel is available. I'm placing Laurel again. Now I'm not gonna despawn Laurel because I'm close to having the ultimates for these 2, for Autumn and Dolores, and only after that am I gonna spawn it, heal with Vortex, ultimate, Drogo's ultimate, and now I can despawn Laurel, and then I can do whatever else I'm gonna need to afterwards. I pop Mari in the meantime, obviously just to keep them a little bit busy. There we go. Mari actually died, right? So this was a little bit of bad RNG because my Lily got killed. Maybe the ideal spot is to place Lily a little bit in the back, but you can see we're almost there, right? So I can place Voltas. I'm waiting for Gongpa to be recharged before I pop the ultimates again. So ultimate, you can see Gongpa's there, also Drogo, then Lily's over here, see the boss is dead, and pretty much all the fight is done, right? This was pretty easy, right? I mean, it's not something like, oh my god, so impressive for high level. Just, I believe this to be impressive because I'm using 2 rares as damage dealers, right? 3 with Voltas, I guess. But if you look at the damage overall, you're gonna see that the best damage was done by Gongpa. I mean, look at that. Look at that damage. 17 million by Gongpa, then close to 6 million by Drogo, a little bit obviously by Voltas, and that's about it, right? Now, pushing to the next stage is proving to be a little bit tricky because, again, I need better stats and whatnot, but I guess let me quickly just show you the builds that I have on these people. So, I guess let's start with Laurel because you're going to see I have nothing on her, right? Nothing for the artifact. Then, Mari, she's actually in this Mana Spring set to give her more rage regen because the reason why she's in the team is to use her ultimate to do freeze out there and also to land those icicles, to land the vulnerability to magic damage, which is going to help, and also for physical, which is going to help with Gongpa and Drogo's damages. And then if you look at her total stats, you're going to see I just want her to be a bit tanky. It's not obviously the biggest, and then have high attack speed because the more she attacks, the more she lands that vulnerability. And also she has the passive where she has a chance to land more icicles, so obviously you want to have her attacking as often as possible to land it on as many people as possible. Then if you look at the next one, Dolores, she's just, full on attack, the best attack I can give her. For a supportive unit, you're gonna see she has what, 5.2k attack, decent HP and defense because she needs to survive. She's in the front lane, right? She's gonna get hit a bit. Remember, you don't care about attack speed because Dolores cannot get a boost for attack speed, so that's not important. And the next one we're gonna look at is going to be Autumn. Autumn, just random stats, doesn't really matter, right? Maybe you just keep her a little bit tanky and maybe you give her a little bit more rage regen to help out. Also, if you're gonna get the artifacts, you're gonna see I barely have artifacts on these people, but once you're gonna get artifacts, you're gonna want Horn ideally on her, so she comes to the ultimate as soon as you place her. Then if you look at Vortex is with attack speed, HP percent and flat HP. I just want to complete the Guardian set, so he's not as squishy. His total stats, you're gonna see almost 20k HP, some attack speed because you want him to, attack, aka heal often. So these are his total stats. Then the next one, Voltas again, this is the gear that game gave us, right? Left side and then right side, same thing, pretty much the gear the game gave us. But he's not MVP over there anyway. Decent attack, but still not quite good enough because, the higher you go on stages, the more attack you need. That's the way that this game goes. Then, I guess, what else do I need to show? Oh, yeah, the Lily, I guess, again, Lily needs better stats. She just has some random HP, defense, some attack speed in there. She just needs to be built better if I want her to survive. And then now the MVPs. Let's start with Drogo. Drogo's, again, no set on the right side, just a set on the left side. But crit rate over here, attack percent over here, and attack percent over here. His total stats, 6k attack, then 143% crit rate. That's overkill, a lot overkill, but that's what I had right now. Then 182 crit damage and attack speed pretty low. If you can scale, if you can give him some attack speed, that can help because he deals damage up to 10 enemies, right? With this one, with the basic attack. So the faster he attacks, the better. Because if you look at his attack interval, it's 3.5 seconds. That's pretty high. So if you can give him some attack speed, that's gonna be helpful. And now I guess the MVP of the fight, Gongpa. He is using pretty much, again, the gear that the game gives us, right? The left side and the right side, one set of the Deadly Aim, and then on the right side, one set of the Doom. Even though he doesn't get the bonus from single target damage from this set, because obviously he does AoE damage. However, it's good stats, right? These stats are preset for what the game gives us, and it's pretty good. If you look at his total stats, 8.5k attack, 115% crit rate, obviously you don't need that much, 177 crit damage, and also again, because he has some attack speed from that set, it's pretty good because he also has 3.5 seconds attack interval, which is pretty high, but that works pretty well. Also gave him White Tower Trinket, just no levels. This is what I had, this is what I used on him. On Jogo, I do have a Keen Wisdom, and that's, you know, that's pretty much the builds, right? I do have some skill ups over here and maxed out for Drogo. It does help a little bit, but you know what? It's pretty easy to skill up rares. So if you're struggling to beat stage 13 at least, right? If you're struggling to pass stage 13, this is the team, right? It doesn't matter if you don't have, oh my god, I don't have the, you know, the good AoE mages, I don't have Yonas, I don't have the legendaries. Just go ahead and build Gongba, right? He does cost a lot to place, but he's amazing. He's totally amazing, worth investing in because he's going to bring you some solid damage. And you know what? Even as you progress through the game, if you're going to outgrow him, he's still going to be good as an AoE damage dealer for the Isoterrorist faction, because you might not be pulling the, you know, all the other better ones like Boreas and some other stuff like that. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking it, subscribing to the channel to see when I upload next, because I'm gonna continue posting Watch of Realms content at least for another month. If not, I might continue playing this free-to-play account because I'm having fun. I might continue playing it. I might set myself another, you know, milestone of getting higher gear rates, of maybe even getting in it. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, run. Bye, guys.
Hell hath no fury like a mother